Savannah Guthrie has been a familiar presence in American homes for over a decade. The polished co-anchor of The Today Show, whose smile, composure, and intelligence make her seem unshakable. She has interviewed presidents, shared intimate stories about motherhood, and navigated personal heartbreaks like her divorce, all under the constant gaze of the public. But behind that seemingly perfect exterior, Savannah has been guarding a secret that stretches back decades, long before television cameras and the trappings of fame. It's not a scandal of the tabloids, but a deeply personal shadow life, built carefully alongside her rising career. Recent events, including her mother Nancy Guthrie's mysterious disappearance, have cracked that secret open, revealing a hidden world of teenage rebellion, clandestine identities, and long-buried relationships that might explain a present-day crisis. The day everything unraveled. On February 10th, 2026, Savannah's carefully compartmentalized life began to fracture. Her mother, Nancy, had been missing for 10 days, prompting a tense search led by local authorities, the FBI, and concerned family members. Savannah, alongside her siblings, Annie and Cameron, had been coordinating tip reports, following leads, and managing the growing anxiety surrounding the investigation. It was a foggy morning in Tucson when a call came through from someone she had not spoken about publicly for decades. Elena. This voice, familiar yet long absent from her life, claimed to hold vital information connected to both Nancy's disappearance and Savannah's own hidden past. That moment marked the first crack in Savannah's composed exterior, revealing the weight of years spent concealing a second life from the people closest to her. A hidden double life. Savannah's secret began when she was 16, in the conservative Tucson suburbs where she grew up. Her mother's love was strong but demanding, expecting strength, perfection, and emotional restraint from her children. Savannah excelled academically and socially, but yearned for freedom and identity outside her mother's expectations. That desire led her to Elena Ramirez, a vibrant, bold, and unapologetically queer activist and artist. Elena introduced Savannah to a hidden world of underground art, youth activism, and personal expression. To navigate both her family's expectations and this newfound freedom, Savannah created an alter ego, Clark, a version of herself that could explore her desires, voice opinions, and live freely without judgment. This dual existence became a lifeline, offering a space to grow and explore away from the rigid gaze of her mother and the public. The formation of Clark was more than a persona. It was a refuge where Savannah could confront her fears, express her passions, and live without constant scrutiny. Elena guided her through activism, underground events, and artistic exploration, even providing a fake ID so Savannah could attend gatherings unnoticed. These experiences allowed Savannah to experiment with her identity, develop confidence outside of her mother's shadow, and form a bond that was both romantic and deeply emotional. Despite this, Savannah remained careful, ensuring her double life never collided with her family or professional obligations. Even as she advanced to college, law school, and eventually a high-profile journalism career, Clark remained a secret, a private world preserved carefully for decades, revealing the depth of Savannah's internal conflict and resilience. Public success, private secrets. Savannah's rise in journalism coincided with her careful concealment of Clark. While she excelled professionally, her private life remained hidden. weekend trips back to Tucson were opportunities to reconnect with Elena and live as Clark under the guise of family visits. Savannah mastered the art of compartmentalization, maintaining her image as the ideal daughter and ambitious professional, while exploring an identity that her mother could never have accepted. Elena became her confidant, the one person aware of Savannah's true self, offering support and understanding in a world that demanded perfection. This delicate balance illustrates Savannah's remarkable ability to navigate dual realities, a testament to her discipline, intelligence, and emotional resilience over decades. Past shadows and present danger. Savannah's revelation was not just personal. It carried implications for Nancy's disappearance. Elena suggested that a man named Ricky Torres, who had harassed their activist circle in the early 90s, might be resurfacing, potentially targeting Nancy as a means of revenge against Savannah. This connection between a decades-old grudge and current events demonstrates how past actions, even those kept secret, can ripple forward in unexpected ways. Savannah's fear was not only that her mother's safety was compromised, but that her long-hidden life had inadvertently drawn danger into the family. This scenario underscores the unpredictability of human consequences and the ways in which secrets, even those born from self-preservation, can have far-reaching effects. Reconciling. Two worlds. Savannah now faced the challenge of reconciling Clark with Savannah Guthrie, the public figure. For years, she had compartmentalized, preserving Clark as an outlet for authenticity and rebellion, while presenting the polished journalist the world knew. Elena's arrival in Tucson, under FBI escort, forced the merging of these identities. The encounter, filled with emotion and unspoken history, allowed Savannah to confront decades of fear, guilt, and longing. For the first time, she acknowledged her full self to both Elena and her family, opening a path toward healing, understanding, and potentially aiding in the investigation of Nancy's disappearance. This reconciliation is a deeply human moment, illustrating vulnerability, trust, and the courage required to embrace one's whole identity. Emotional fallout and family dynamics. The revelation of Savannah's secret life strained family dynamics, forcing Annie and Cameron to reevaluate their understanding of their sister and her relationship with their mother. Conversations ranged from incredulity to empathy, highlighting the complex emotions involved when hidden histories emerge. Savannah's confession also prompted reflection on their mother's influence and the expectations she placed on her children. The siblings grappled with questions of love, loyalty, and the balance between personal freedom and family duty. This emotional reckoning underscores the intricacies of familial bonds, the weight of secrecy, and the delicate process of rebuilding trust after decades of concealment, demonstrating that human relationships are rarely simple, even under extraordinary circumstances. Steps toward resolution. As the investigation progressed, Savannah and Elena began cooperating with the FBI, providing photographs, letters, and documentation that might connect Ricky Torres to the disappearance. Savannah's exposure of Clark's existence, once feared to bring judgment, became essential in addressing the present danger. By embracing her authentic self, she offered crucial context for potential motives and suspects. The collaboration between Savannah, Elena, and law enforcement illustrates the importance of honesty, courage, and the willingness to confront past decisions, highlighting the interplay between personal integrity and public responsibility. These actions may hold the key to resolving the mystery while allowing Savannah to reconcile her identity with the life she has built. Embracing authenticity amid crisis. In the midst of uncertainty and fear, Savannah's acceptance of her dual identity represents a profound moment of human growth. She finally allowed herself to acknowledge the parts of her life previously hidden for fear of judgment, integrating Clark into her sense of self. This emotional release is both personal and symbolic, demonstrating that embracing one's truth can coexist with professional success and familial responsibility. With Elena by her side, Savannah navigates the challenges of the present while honoring the complexities of her past. This moment reflects the universal struggle for authenticity, the courage to confront hidden truths, and the resilience required to live fully despite decades of fear, societal expectations, and personal sacrifice. Looking ahead, secrets, truths, and hope. As the search for Nancy continues, Savannah stands at a crossroads, balancing the public-professional persona with the private, authentic self she's nurtured in secret. The involvement of Elena, the resurfacing of old adversaries, and the family's newfound awareness of her past create a tense, uncertain path forward. Yet Savannah's story also carries hope. The possibility of reconciliation, resolution, and the healing power of truth. By stepping out of the shadows, she demonstrates that living authentically, even after decades of secrecy, can empower, protect, and ultimately transform relationships. Her journey reminds us that courage and honesty are not always immediate. Sometimes they are cultivated over a lifetime and revealed in the moments that matter most.